Red Dead Redemption 2 has just dropped today for the Xbox Game Pass, and with that comes Red Dead Online. So that means that there are a lot of players coming to play Red Dead for the very first time. So I thought I would show you the most efficient way to go through Red Dead. I will show you how to start the game, how to get money, how to get gold, how to buy into the roles, and eventually be an absolute baller within the game. But before I get into the video, if you do want to see any more tips and tricks, anything to do with Red Dead Online, then I am streaming over on Twitch. If you do want to be a part of that, there is a link in the description down below. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Head over there, hit that follow button, and you'll be notified whenever I go live. Getting back into the video, starting out, you will have to create your own character, and this is entirely up to you. Whether you go male or female, it doesn't really change too much. The only difference is the types of clothing that you can get. There are some items of clothing that is exclusive for females, and there are other items of clothing exclusive for males. But other than that, there is no other difference. It's just entirely up to preference of what you want. So go and create your character, name it, and apply some attributes. When you confirm your character, you'll have the introduction of Red Dead Online. This is where you'll meet the main characters and the story of the game. You'll have to do tutorials and also an introduction. This will take you about an hour, but it will set you up with your horse, it will give you the basics about your camp, and you will know the basics of the story. And that will open you up to go to the main story missions after once you're in free roam. The main story missions can be found on your map with a gold icon. There will also be another 3 gold icons on the map. This is to show the collector, bounty hunter, and trader roles. Unfortunately, at this stage, unless you put real money within the game, you cannot enter these roles. But we will be able to get through everything else very quickly, and I'll show you exactly how to get into these roles. And that is where the entertainment starts. But to begin with, you need to complete the main story missions. There are 13 in total, some honorable, some dishonorable. I recommend going through the honorable missions first, just because I always feel like it is extremely easy to be honorable and also change to dishonorable straight after. After completing the honorable missions, I always head over to this location in Saint Denis, climb up the ladder, stand on the rooftop, shoot some lawmen, and wait for them to all try and get me by climbing up the ladder. Every time someone steps up, I will shoot them, they'll fall down, they'll die, and slowly my honor will decrease and become dishonorable. This can take anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes to do, but as soon as I become dishonorable, I'll get a pop-up on my minimap of dishonorable missions and I can go and complete them. Before I go into the missions though, I should also point out that at this point you're gonna have a very high bounty. So all you need to do is head over to the post office, which is just around the corner from the location. Literally as soon as you step out on that road, it is opposite you, and you could just go and pay off that bounty. It does not cost too much and you will get this money back in the long run. After completing the main story missions, you'll have around about $1,000 and 10 gold bars. And the next thing for you to do is start aiming for those roles, as I mentioned earlier. But unfortunately, for you to get within one of these roles, you're gonna need 15 gold bars. So you're gonna be slightly short, but that's not to worry, because I'm gonna show you exactly the best way to go and get this gold. What you're gonna wanna do is go into stranger missions, and these stranger missions can be found across the whole world of Red Dead Online. They have an orange icon with a black silhouette of what looks to be like someone waving. If you head to any of these, you will be given money, gold, and also XP for completing. But there's actually a little trick to get even more money, gold, and XP out of them, and this is where it comes down to being efficient. If you go into any of these stranger missions, it will give you a task and it will give you a time to complete. The interesting thing about these missions is the longer it takes you to complete these missions, the more money, gold, and XP you get. So if you wait until the last 30 seconds, you'll get a higher payout than if you were to complete it within the first 30 seconds. So what you're gonna do is, no matter which stranger mission you go into, you are gonna wait until the last 30 seconds for completing. Other ways to get gold is by completing daily challenges. You can find daily challenges by going into the player menu. You can get into the player menu by pressing left on the D-pad and it will open up the player menu. You go down to daily challenges and there you can see a list of challenges for you to complete that day. The daily challenges that you are now seeing for me on screen will not be the same as you. As I said, these are daily challenges, so these will change every single day. But for every daily challenge that you complete, you will be given 20 gold nuggets. And it takes 100 gold nuggets for you to get 1 gold bar. And in total, there are 7 different daily challenges every single day, and they can vary from picking up herbs, killing animals, or even doing something within a posse, showdown series, or even free roam random event. Try to complete as many of these as possible, and if you do it every single day, you will start to build up a streak, which means once you do this for quite some time, you'll have an increased gold payout. But because you're a new player, you will only get 20 gold nuggets for the first week. You can also complete awards. Awards are very similar to daily challenges, except these awards last you a lifetime, and you can complete them whenever you want. These are found within the main menu under progress under awards, and there's hundreds of them. There are awards in here that can be reset, and those are the ones you want to focus on. Those will give you 40 gold nuggets every time you complete them, and as soon as you complete them, you reset it and do the whole thing again, just to earn even more gold later. Now you can do all of these separate. You can do a stranger mission, and then later you can do a daily challenge, and then later you can do an award. But I'm here to show you the most efficient way and the best way to go through Red Dead Online. So what you're gonna do is merge them all together. On screen right now, I'm gonna run you through a stranger mission that I did with Bonnie McFarlane. She is located here, and she is my favorite stranger mission to do because she has some of the longest stranger missions. And as said, the longer it takes you to do a mission, the higher the payout. So Bonnie McFarlane wanted me to retrieve a wagon and then bring it back to her ranch. She gave me the rough location and I headed all the way over there. As soon as I headed there, there was a timer on screen and it started to count down from 20 minutes. It was at this point that I decided not to do the task. I have 20 minutes and it took me round about a minute just to go from her ranch all the way to this location. So I know I can retrieve the wagon and take it back to Bonnie in no time. So instead of doing a stranger mission task, I decided to look at my daily challenges and awards and complete as many as I can. With daily challenges, they can be very easy. So what you might find is you can complete one or two of them within the time limit. With awards, they are slightly harder. One of the easiest awards to do is to sell 100 herbs to the doctor. So I spent my time within this area collecting as many different herbs as I can. I can't sell them whilst in the stranger mission, but I know once I complete the stranger mission, I can sell these herbs later. So I collected herbs within the stranger mission up until it got to the last 5 minutes on the timer. Once it hit 5 minutes, that is when I decided to head all the way over to the location, retrieve the wagon, and then started to bring it all the way back to Bonnie McFarlane. I got to Bonnie's ranch very early and there was still a couple minutes left on the clock. So I waited there until it got to the last 30 seconds and that is when I handed it in. For that stranger mission, I got 40 gold nuggets. I then sold all those herbs to the doctor and got an extra 40 gold nuggets. That put me at a total of 80 gold nuggets. That doesn't sound like much, but when you consider that you already had 10 gold bars from the story mission, all you need to do is 6 or 7 stranger missions exactly like that, where you're able to complete at least one award and you're able to complete the stranger mission itself, getting 40 gold nuggets, and then you're at a position where you can buy it into one of the roles. So you just need to keep on rinse and repeating this. Do as many stranger missions as you can, complete as many awards as you can, and try and complete every single one of your daily challenges. You will get 15 gold bars in no time. Once you get 15 gold bars, it's time to buy into one of the roles. You have the bounty hunter, the trader, and the collector. I recommend going for the bounty hunter because it is the one that offers the most content and it is the only role within the game for Red Dead Online that offers gold. If you go into a collector, find a collectible and sell that collectible, you will be given no gold. If you were to sell goods as a trader, you will get no gold. But if you are a bounty hunter and you bring in a bounty, you will be offered gold, similar to a stranger mission. I should also say at this point, the game is having a few problems here or there, and a lot of the problems are in the trader role. So what you might find, even if it is a role that you are dying to get into, that if you buy into the trader role, you're gonna have a lot of problems and that will put you off. And the last thing about selecting roles is even though you have selected the bounty hunter, you can still collect within the game, but unfortunately you just cannot sell them. But once you unlock the collector later on, which I will show you how to do, and you should be able to do it very quickly if you go through the bounty hunter, you will then be able to sell those collectibles off straight away. If you do want to do any collecting whilst going through the bounty hunter, I'll leave a link in the description down below to an online interactable collector map that shows you where every single collectible location is every single day, and collectible locations change every day. So this helps you out without actually having to go through the collector role. But as said, to sell these collectibles, you will need to buy into the collector role, and I will show you how to do that. But starting off, go into the bounty hunter. If you really wanted just to have a bit of fun with the bounty hunter and do what you want to do, You can. This is the point of where you can turn off this video, because even if you play the bounty hunter role completely inefficiently, once you get to rank 20 within this role, you will have 15 gold bars to buy into one of the other roles. But if you do want to be efficient within this role, it is about doing a very similar thing to what you did with stranger missions, except this time you're not going into a stranger mission. This time you are going into the bounty board and you are finding a bounty. For this bounty hunter mission, you're going to have to go to a set location, find a bounty, hog tie them, stick them on the back of your horse and bring them back to the location. Instead of trying to do that as quickly as possible, you're going to take your time. To save you a lot of problems of the bounty trying to escape off the back of your horse, what you're going to do is hog tie the bounty, lay them on the floor and then kick them in the head a few times. Yes, I know it is absolutely savage, but it will knock them out, and once you hand them in later, you will still get the reward as if they are still alive, except this time you don't have the problem of them trying to escape off the back of your horse. Once you have the bounty on the back of your horse, make sure that you are trying to do as many different daily challenges as possible, as well as many different awards as possible. Once it gets to the last 30 seconds, that is when you're going to hand this bounty in and you're going to receive money, gold and XP for that. Yet again, just keep on doing this, rinse and repeat. You'll rank up the bounty hunter and you'll get enough gold to buy into the next role. I should also say that you will rank up as a bounty hunter. Once you get to rank 5, you will get different types of bounties on the bounty board. Once you get to rank 10, you'll get another lot of different bounties at the bounty board. I highly recommend that you also put some money to the side. Save it for some of the upgrades within the bounty hunter. Once you get to a high enough rank, you'll be given the opportunity to buy a bounty hunting wagon, which can be bought at the stable, because it means you can hold multiple bounties and deliver them at the exact same time, and by doing that you will get an even higher reward. Also, once you do get to rank 5 and you do go over to the bounty board, make sure that you are definitely checking the bounties. On the bounty posters, it will give you different tiers for the reward payout. If you see $1 that is tier 1. If you see $2 that is tier 2. And if you see $3 that is tier 3. The more dollar signs, the better the reward you will get for handing them in. And also try to bring as many of them in alive. I know sometimes mistakes happen, but by bringing them in alive, you will get a higher payout. Once you get 15 gold bars again by going through the bounty hunter role, that is when you can buy into another role, and that could either be the trader or collector. With this, it's entirely up to you, but I do highly recommend that you go to the collector. The collector is by far the best role to go into if you want to make money. And now that you have already gone through the bounty hunter and you're making a hell of a lot of gold for every single bounty that you deliver, now it's just about money, and this is where you could just have some fun, buy into some different stuff, get the equipment that you need for doing what you want to do. For collectibles, as said earlier, there is an online interactable collector map, which shows you every single collectible location within the game. Use this, you will make yourself a hell of a lot of money. Do not go over to Madame Nazar and buy collector maps, because they will just show you the exact same location which the online interactable map is already showing you. So save your money, just spend some time and find as many different collectibles as possible. Each collectible is found by itself, but there are also sets. You can actually find this by going into the collector bag. This will show you all the different types of sets that you can find, but to complete these sets you must find every single collectible that is required for that set. Please do not sell collectibles individually. If you sell them individually, you'll get half the amount of money than if you were to collect the whole set and then sell the set on. And as said, we're about being efficient here. As you progress through the collector role, which is by far the easiest role to progress through, you will start to get more and more expensive sets, and as you sell them on, you'll get more and more money. Eventually, as you are playing through the bounty hunter and also the collector role, you'll have a hell of a lot of gold and you'll also have a hell of a lot of money. Yet again, once you get another 15 gold bars, that is when you'll buy into the trader. And as said, the trader is going through a hell of a lot of problems right now. Sometimes the camp will not spawn in, which means you cannot actually access the trader business. In other lobbies, animals won't spawn in, which means you cannot find animals to actually progress through the trader. I have actually done a video on this already, so if you do want to see the best possible way to go through the trader, I'll leave a link in the description down below, and that will help you out. That's got a hell of a lot of tricks which will definitely show you how to progress through the trader even if you're going through all these problems. There is also one other role within the game, and that is the Moonshiner. The Moonshiner is a tier 2 to the trader. That means you need to buy into the trader for you to then unlock the Moonshiner. You will need to do at least one cell delivery as a trader trader or get to rank 5 within a trader to unlock the Moonshiner. To buy into the Moonshiner, it may take you a bit more time because it doesn't require 15 gold bars, but in fact it requires 25. With this, make sure that you are grinding out the bounty hunter, you're getting as much gold as possible from that, you're doing daily challenges, maybe you've built up a daily challenge streak at this point, and you're trying to do as many different awards as possible, and you're resetting those awards so that you can progress through them again. Because the Moonshiner is a tier 2 to the trader, it does mean that there is also some problems with that. So if you're going to go down that role of where you want to be a trader and then a Moonshiner, you're going to have a lot of patience because you're going to encounter a hell of a lot of problems. As said, you have the camp and animal spawn problems with the trader. With the Moonshiner, there are maybe 10 times as many bugs, and that is why I'm suggesting that you go down the bounty hunter and also the collector. Both of them can give you a lot of gold, a lot of money, and you can have a hell of a lot of fun with it. Along the way, there can be things that Rockstar implement to make your life easier. Every Tuesday we have weekly updates, and in those weekly updates there's always content such as discounts and bonuses and benefits that helps new players to the game. Some of these discounts may even be for different types of roles, so you don't actually have to spend 15 gold bars on a collector, bounty hunter or trader, or 25 gold bars on a Moonshiner. The last thing to point out is once you reach rank 10 for your character, every 5 ranks after that you will unlock a treasure map. This treasure map gives out very good money, around about $100, and it also gives out very good gold, round about 1 gold bar, and those are awarded to you every 5 ranks after rank 10, and you can find them at the post office. But anyway guys, that is the most efficient way to go through Red Dead Online. If you do put a lot of time into this game, you can actually do this just within 2 or 3 days. You probably won't get to rank 20 within any of these roles, but what you can do is unlock the bounty hunter, the collector, the trader, and you get very close to the Moonshiner. If you do have any other problems with the game, then let me know in the comment section down below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. As a reminder, I am streaming over on Twitch on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so if you do want to ask any Red Dead related questions, then definitely head over to there. There is a link in the description down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, but for now, I'm going, so see ya.